So here is how to get rid of Achilles pain. So Achilles tendon coming up into the calf here, even down into the heel. If you've got an Achilles tendinopathy, this is the gold standard for getting rid of this problem. It's called the eccentric program. So there's a few different parts. The first thing we're going to run through is the stretches. We want to make sure that your calf muscle is stretched out and loosened to take pressure off the tendon, which goes to attach onto the heel joint. So there's two different stretches and I'm going to show you them now. The first one is this. You're going to have a straight back leg, back heel stays on the floor, and you do this. Now this is stretching the gastrocnemius. I want you to do this and hold it for a minute and do that one 5 times a day. Another way you can do this is on a step like this, and you're going to stand on, straight leg, let the heel drop. Exactly the same thing. The next one is the soleus stretch, which is a similar exercise, but it's going to stretch the soleus muscle of the calf, which is slightly different. The way we do this is with a bent leg. So rather than a straight leg for the gastrocnemius, you're going to bend your leg like that. And I can feel that stretching into the calf, slightly lower. That's the soleus area. Again, if you want to do it on a step, you can do. It would be with a bent leg rather than the straight leg. So do it with a straight leg and also a bent leg, a minute each time, and do that 5 times a day for each of those. Then we're going to move on to the eccentric part of the program, which is the strengthening part of the calf and the tendon. To get that tendinopathy healing, you've got to put force through it so it repairs itself in the right sort of plane or the right alignment for what kind of forces you're expecting that tendon to put up with over the coming years. So the eccentric program looks like this. The first step is to simply have a flat floor, and you're going to go all the way up, all the way down, all the way up, all the way down. It might be a little bit painful when you do this, but stick with it. You're going to do that for 20 repetitions and 3 sets with 30 seconds between each set. Do that every single day until you maybe get to a couple of days or even a week. If it's feeling really easy, move on to this next stage. So the next stage is all the way up, weight over to the painful leg and lower it on its own like that. And then all the way up, weight to the painful leg and lower it. You can see why it's called the eccentric program now, because you're eccentrically lowering to stretch out that muscle under force. So all the way up, weight over, all the way down. Again, I want you to do that 20 times, so 20 reps, and do that one 3 times. So 3 sets of 20 reps with 30 seconds rest, and do that every single day again. Once you've moved on from that stage to the next stage, which is stage 3, maybe do that for a week and then move on again. We're going to do it like this. We're now going to use a step. And the idea here is that we go all the way up, all the way down, like this, keeping both weight evenly on each foot. And again, all the way up, all the way down, 20 reps. The benefit of having a step here, it's the next level, because what we're doing is we're lowering so your heels drop below the step. So we're increasing the stress and the forces going through this area, but we do it incrementally in different stages. So don't just jump straight to this stage. You've got to do the first few stages and build up gradually. Once you've done this one, the 4th and final stage that we need to do is this. So you're going to be in this position. You're going to press all the way up with both legs, shift the weight onto the bad leg and lower it all the way down to there. All the way up again, shift the weight onto the bad leg and lower all the way down. So you can see what we've done here is we've gone from the flat floor up and down with both legs. Then we've gone flat floor, up with both legs, down just with the bad leg. Then we've moved on to a step, up and down with both legs, but we're lowering our heels below the balls of our feet to get that stretch through the Achilles. Then the last stage is all the way up, weight off, and lowering yourself all the way down on a step. So the bad leg is doing a whole lower all the way down on its own. Again, with all of these, we're going to go for 3 sets of 20 and build up gradually. When you get to this stage, if the Achilles tendinopathy is not gone, then of course just persist with this exercise to make sure that you just continue to build it and continue to strengthen it. Achilles will be healing throughout this whole process. Keep the stretches in throughout the whole process. And it also makes sense as you're progressing this along.